What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So today I want to talk about the Pandemic EBT. I want to address how more states have approved the emergency allotment for February, which is great news to hear. We also got some updates on SNAP benefits and additional assistance as well. So if you enjoy these videos on Pandemic EBT and SNAP benefits, do me a favor. Go ahead, hit that like button, but also down in the comment section below, type in Pandemic EBT or SNAP benefits. And this just lets me know that yes, I should do more videos on these because there's a lot of benefits out there. There's a lot of additional assistance that many people don't realize is still available through the government program. So I want to address what's going on now. First, I've been getting a lot of questions regarding Pandemic EBT and really SNAP benefits. So I want to address some of those and give you an update on what's happening as of today. Now, there is a lot here, so let's try to address it. First, many people don't really understand what the emergency allotment is. And so that's the question I've been getting quite a bit lately. And some people have been even asking, how come I'm not getting my emergency allotment check? Well, let me address that. First, is emergency allotment, is it sent in a separate check? No, it's not. It's put right onto your card in a lump sum. And a lot of people don't know what the emergency allotment is actually meant for. So let me explain that. The emergency allotment is technically a subsidy that was created to provide assistance to those families that were either very close to the maximum benefit or were at the max itself. Now, for those families, they would receive at least $95 increase on their benefits. And it didn't matter, just $95 at least. Now, for families that were much lower, were not even close to receiving the max benefits, you are now receiving the maximum benefits for your family size. Okay? So the purpose behind this really was to get everybody to maximum benefits, to really provide for families, lower income families that were in need during these times of high inflation and limited supplies. And the purpose behind these programs mainly were to provide relief and really to provide those, as far as the emergency allotment, to provide for those that were close to the limit. That's it. Okay? So hopefully everybody's caught up to speed. But let's address which states are actually going to get these, because these are the states that are going to be getting the emergency allotment for February 2022. And yes, your state must request approval every single month. Okay? You must request it. Now, here's the list right here. Let me pull this up. Here's the list. Okay? And you can see the extensions down here. This was from January 2022 right here. Okay, you can see how many more states are on this. This does not mean your state is not going to be included if it's not here. Remember, we still have time. Okay, yes, it's the 28th today, but we still have some time. Okay? Now, here are the states. We got Alabama, District of Columbia, Iowa, Maine, Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, Oregon, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Virginia, Wisconsin, and Wyoming. That's your list. Okay, those are the states that will be getting additional benefits for February of 2022. Okay, if your state is not on there, don't worry. But that's just the list that we have as of right now. And that's actually from the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Okay, so it is an updated list. Now, let's get into the states that have approved Pandemic EBT for school year 2021 through 2022. I want to address this because, and keep in mind that I'm going to give you a list in just a second. This list that I'm going to give you, this is not a comprehensive list. Okay, this is not the full list as of yet because we still know that states are requesting approval. There are currently about 20 states that are still going through the process of getting approved. The problem is this takes quite a bit of work. It takes a little bit of planning, and this is where having a worker shortage is causing states to currently be behind. Okay, so that's what's happening as of right now. But here are the states that have been approved as of right now. The states include Colorado, Delaware, Indiana, Ohio, Michigan, Minnesota, New Mexico, North Carolina, Rhode Island, Tennessee, Vermont, Virginia, and Wisconsin. Tennessee was actually just added, I believe, either yesterday or the day before. So it's still fairly new. Now, many people have asked why their states have yet to be approved. And I want to clarify something. The states must submit a plan, and that plan must be approved. In addition, the children must be out of school for at least 5 consecutive days before any of this would actually kick in. Some states are actually saying that not many people are having to leave school for more than 5 days, and so they don't really feel a need, and they don't really see why this would be beneficial. However, some states, and multiple states, have actually said that they will go through the approval process. They will go through this entire process, request approval. Even though they don't think they need it now, they want to just be prepared in case there's an additional variant, even stronger than Omicron. So if they go through this plan and let's say something really bad happens, they would at least have additional support for those children. At least that's what we're hearing at this time. So we'll see what happens there. Now, I've had a bunch of questions about getting your questions answered. And people have been asking questions in the comments, and I'm all for that. Now, here's the thing, and I want to be very clear on this. Every person has a different situation. I'm a firm believer that every single person on the internet should not give away personal information on the internet. And even though I think I'm very trustworthy, I would never divulge any of your information to anybody. I don't want you giving your information to me. I don't want you giving any information through the comment section at all, okay? I would never comment you and tell you to send me a message on WhatsApp or pay me in any type of cryptocurrency. I would never do that, okay? So if you have specific questions, the best people to ask are those that would actually be able to provide you with those benefits. So get a hold of the Food and Nutrition Services Department of the U.S. Department of Agriculture. They would be the best people to help direct you to the answers that you are seeking. Also, they will be able to get you signed up if you are not signed up for the right programs. Those are the people you need to be talking to. So even though I want to help as much as possible, I don't want you giving out information to somebody that you cannot completely trust. Now, again, I think you can completely trust me, but at the same time, I don't want to be that one, okay? Go and talk to the right people that can actually get you the benefits that you need, all right? That's my recommendation to you. Now, I read an article the other day about people throwing away their Pandemic EBT cards, okay? I want to show you something because I don't want you to do this. I want to make sure that you go through all your mail, make sure that if you applied and there should be a card coming, don't just start throwing away random letters. Okay, this is what the letter looks like. Okay, because I saw many people going through this. I went to Reddit and I saw so many people going through this. Okay, it says, do not throw this card away. It is the only way to get your benefits, which is true. It's the only way to get your benefits. Don't throw it away. You need that card. Okay, now I also want to address some changes. Okay, there's some changes happening right now because here's what we know. In Iowa, lawmakers are considering using asset testing if you want to be in any nutrition assistance program. It doesn't matter, okay? You have to have asset testing. That could turn into a real issue, okay? It could turn into a real problem. So that's one thing I just want to address, okay? Let me show you this really quick. Iowa lawmakers, and this is actually from just 2 days ago, okay? Iowa lawmakers consider asset testing for food assistance, okay? I'm not going to go and read this whole thing, but you can kind of understand the purpose behind it. But really, what they're trying to say is that they don't want people that don't really need the assistance. They don't want them to have the assistance. Why? Why would they want to give money away to people that don't actually need it? And this is a real problem. And I say this because what we are seeing is multiple states are considering means testing. They may not call it asset testing, but some form of means testing. Because right now, what many are worried about is that they're going to provide benefits to people that don't truly need them. Because over the past 2 years, we saw so much fraud in just the EIDL loans, the PPP funding. We saw it with really any nutrition assistance program. We saw it with unemployment. We saw it with stimulus checks. And that's what people don't want. That's what lawmakers don't want. They don't want to send out money that they could use for additional programs, they don't want to send it out to a program that's going to be ripe for scams and fraud. So that's one of the things that we could see moving forward is more states consider doing some form of means or asset testing just to qualify for these specific programs. And if this happens, it could most likely create a hardship for some families that do need this, yet there's something that's flagged, and so they have to go in, they have to provide additional documents, which would actually delay any assistance or benefits that they receive. So again, it's the times we're in, but that is what we know as of right now. So again, if you have any questions whatsoever on any of this stuff, please ask these questions down in the comment section below. Just want to thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.